Yo, so what's up? In this video, we are going to continue where we left off in the last episode. So in the last episode, we learned about the cell wall of a eukaryotic cell, and we also got into a summary, right? We got a summary of the cell envelope of different organisms, prokaryotes, and even in eukaryotes, different like plant cells, different cell envelope, and animal cells having different cell envelope, right? Now, with that, we have finished the cell envelope part, right? Now we are going to move on to the organelles, right? We are going to move on to actual membrane bound organelles within the cytoplasm of the cell, starting with a group of organelles. It's a specific, group of organelles, and it's called the endomembrane system. So the endomembrane system, what does the name suggest? Endo means inside and membrane just means membrane. So it is a system just means group, right? You can just say system or group. So endomembrane system, which is a group of organelles that are inside a membrane, right? So it is just a group of organelles that are membrane bound. So it is a group of membrane bound organelles, you can just say that, right? So let's read. While each of the membranous organelles is distinct in terms of its structure and function, so each of the membranous organelle is distinct in or different and unique in its structure and function, many of these are considered together as an endomembrane system because their functions are coordinated. So see what they're trying to say here is that uh, all the organelles within a cell, let's say this is a cell, let's say this is a cell, which cells have membrane bound organelles? Eukaryotes only, right? No prokaryotes have membrane bound organelles. And which organelle is common in both eukaryotes and prokaryotes? Ribosomes, right? Ribosomes, but they're different kind of ribosomes. But let's learn about that later on. For now, understanding, they're saying that each of the organelles within a eukaryotic cell, each of the organelles, they are all membrane bound except for a few, and each of the membrane bound organelles are unique in their function and their structure. But some organelles form a group, right? Some organelles form a group, not like a physical group like they group together. No, not like that. It's more like their functions are, in a stream. Their functions are coordinated, their functions are related to each others. That is why, although their functions are distinct, although their functions, what they are doing individually is totally different, but what they are doing is coordinated in a way. So let's say that there is, let's say this is one organelle, this is one organelle, this is one organelle, and let's say this is also one organelle. Okay, let's just say, and this is the nucleus of the cell, right? This is the nucleus of the cell. So although this organelle, this organelle, this organelle, and this organelle are not in a physical group, like they are not grouping together or something, but what is happening is that what one organelle is producing, if the other organelle is using that substance that this organelle has produced to form something else, and this organelle is using that substance to form something else, and finally this organelle is doing something that is producing something that the cell requires. So their functions are, coordinated. Their functions are needed. For this organelle to produce something, this organelle must produce that first thing, for the initial thing, and for this organelle to produce that thing, this organelle must produce that thing, right? So you feeling me, right? Okay, so that is what they mean by, although that these individual organelles are distinct and they look different, they have different functions, but they are performing their functions in a coordinated way, right? What one needs, the other has to produce, and only then these things can move ahead. Reading. The endomembrane system includes endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum, endo means inside, plasmic. We are going to go in depth into understanding each of the organelles. Don't worry. So these are just the names of organelles. The endomembrane system includes endoplasmic reticulum, which is the ER, the Golgi complex, lysosomes, and vacuoles. So these are four organelles that are a part of the endomembrane system, which we are going to go into great depth into understanding them in great depth. Okay, we are going to go see endoplasmic reticulum, then we are going to learn about Golgi complex. Okay, so since the functions of mitochondria, chloroplast, and peroxisome, these are other organelles that are present in eukaryotic cells. So they are saying that since the functions of mitochondria, chloroplast, peroxisomes are not coordinated with the above components, which is the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosome, the vacuoles, since the functions of mitochondria, chloroplast, and peroxisomes are not coordinated with the endomembrane system, these are not considered to be the part of the endomembrane system, right? That is obvious. So essentially this is a group of organelles, right? Initially, we learnt about the cell wall, the cell membrane, the cell envelope, right? Now we are going to go in depth into understanding the individual organelles within the cytoplasm of a eukaryotic cell, starting off with a group of organelles whose functions are coordinated, which is called the endomembrane system. Simple. Now we are going to learn about the endoplasmic reticulum in the next video. Okay, I hope you understood till now.